Hello Virgos. If you have not been here before, my name is SerenaAurora. Welcome to my little corner of the universe. If you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. The algorithm does not know I exist unless you do so. I want to start going live on here, but I can only do that if I have 1,000 subscribers. So please do that. Share this so that everyone can receive their messages. This reading may not resonate with everyone. Please check your sun, moon, and rising. If you would like a more in-depth reading, all of my information is down below. So, Virgo, what is your life purpose? What is your life purpose? Okay, well, that one popped out. Okay. So let's start with this one. The one that popped out. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So infinite abundance, which means that you'll be taken care of if you just follow your divine life purpose. So there is something that you came to accomplish here on this planet. Everything you've experienced up till now has given you the strength and courage to do what you need to do. So you may have had a hard life. You may have had some struggles, but you would not have given yourself anything you could not handle, and you chose this life to begin with. So you chose to be strong. You chose to have a divine life purpose, and you chose to be an author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Culinary skills, healing with food and nutrition. That's a big one. That's definitely a big one. People in America, not everybody, but a lot of people eat food like substances. They are not food. Eat God's medicine. All right, your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. The fact that he has a tattoo, I always point that out. It could be tattoo work. You have the spiritual gift of healing and desire to share it with others. So I know he's a doctor, but it could be a nurse. It could be that you just do energy healing, so more on the spiritual side. It could be that you heal through herbal remedies and food. But this nutrition directly affects this body. And it helps heal, so they're in this order. Nutrition, the body, and healing. All right, so suppression. Whether other people are suppressing you, whether you are suppressing you, that almost hit the candle. We could have had a house fire. I don't know if I can reach that card or where it went, but yeah. Suppression. So don't let anyone suppress the things that you want to do. Look, it could be that you're my goodness, suppressing your skills and your healing. It looks like, you know, that this courage and that strength is coming through. There's a reason why you had a tough time. It was in order to maybe be able to write that book. Nobody wants to read a book about luxury and leisure. They want to read about things that inspire them. Transformation. So again, this is speaking to what's next, the totality. The totality of things is we don't really know the full totality of things, but let me see if I have that book out. Let me see if I can find it quickly. This book is ridiculous on trying to find things in it. Yes. In a trapeze act, nobody can afford to be a little bit absent even for a split second. And it is this quality of total attentiveness to the moment at hand that is represented here. We may feel there are too many things to do at once, but get bogged down in trying to do a bit here, a bit there, instead of taking one task at a time and getting on with it. Or perhaps we think that our task is boring because we've forgotten that it's not what you do, but how you do it that matters. Developing the knack of being total in responding to whatever comes as it comes in one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy can bring you a wondrous new vitality and creativity to all that you do. So, we are the world. We are. This card really represents, if, like the law of attraction says, we manifest the things that are in our head. And how can the world exist outside of us if it only represents itself from our minds and feelings? So how is there a matrix, this world that we see, how is it developed other than from our thoughts and feelings? It can't. So people have to realize that they need to be the change in the world, and you can't force other people to change or to be more like whatever it is that someone is campaigning for. Just by you doing what you know, doing what you need to do in order to make the world better creates a ripple effect. And if it has to do with food and nutrition, you need to start setting an example without speaking so much, because no one really cares what anyone else has to say. They have to feel inspired to listen. So, aloneness. This is that being alone, being silent, listening to God's voice. It's quiet. God is stillness. All right, so let me pull a couple more. You know, this card really makes me think of how people do a lot of finger pointing. But if the matrix is created off of our thoughts and feelings alone, it's not anyone's fault but our own. So dehumanizing people for certain characteristics that you may not like is a part of who you are. Those are your shadows. again, solitude. Okay, so it seems that someone is trapped in fear. Whatever you're fearful about, you need to let go. Fear is a liar. All right, so there is this sense of emotional loss. And what I'm feeling is, since it's below the we are the world and what I just explained, you feel the emotional loss when something isn't happening the way that you feel it should. Or maybe you feel the loss of things around you. Or maybe you feel the empathy for things that are lost through other people. And what I want to tell you is that in the higher picture of things, and I'm talking maybe a perception that you haven't quite obtained yet, is that the reason why you feel emotional loss is because each and every one of us are a part of God, creation, universe, energy, whatever you want to call it. And when the cord gets disconnected from that emotional loss, you feel the pain because a part of you dies. It has nothing to do with the morality of the situation. It has to do with the energy connection. So with that also being said, there will always be negative and positive in the world. And what's coming to mind is Charmed and how they have utopia and those, I don't know what they are. They're gods or something that come down and they want to offer, you know, the charmed ones this place of utopia, and they figure out that utopia can't exist. And I advise that Virgo go watch that episode because in order for things to stay intact, there was still a great amount of loss to be had, because if someone did anything wrong, even if it was parking in someone's parking space, that person got shot and died. So they just eliminated the person who was causing the negativity. That's not utopia. There will never be a place where there won't be some form of negative energy and positive energy. They have to balance out each other. So you have to look at the greater picture of things. Third eye chakra. So this is a higher perception that you need to bring into your reality. Using your intuition, you will figure out why things happen the way that they do in this world, and then it's far less about the control that we have as humans as opposed to the divine picture. You know, there is this verse, where is it? Shoot, I can't remember what book it is in, but it was, what was it? If you knew that God was needed just as much as Lucifer. Now, let's not get biblical and religious, because I'm not, but if you knew that he hired Lucifer to do these things to bring this balance into the universe, it would totally change your perception on things. And these are the things that I'm telling you, is to look outside of your comfort zones, those things that may be triggering but need to be integrated into who that you are. They just may be co-workers. Okay, so trapped in fear. Okay, so here it is, hope. You notice that this person holds the hope in their hands. They aren't getting it from anyone. They aren't giving it to anyone. They have it. There is a shadow of a person in there. I don't know if you can see that. But you create your own hope. You create it. You be the ripple effect that you need to do in the world. All right, Virgo. You've got a big life purpose that needs to come out. And for some reason, also what I'm hearing is the nutrition. Maybe it's a cookbook that you write or something like that. But I hope that this resonated, and I hope that this brought some clarity to your life purpose and changed the way that you integrated in a way that resonated with you. So I will see you soon.